Children play a morbid game reflective of their community's fears of a child killer on the loose. As children go missing almost daily, the eagerness to capture the guilty culprit rises, but so does the unfortunate consequence of wild accusations aimed at innocent citizens. As adults helping children, or friends becoming enemies, are making vicious allegations left, right and centre. The intentions are clearly good. Each community member is showing a desperate intent to capture a serial killer, but the methods are flawed as innocent people are caught in the centre before the killer is found. This is Fritz Lang's brilliant and disturbing drama M, a title reflecting the symbol left on the murderer's back in chalk, so the killer is easier to indicate as the community follows him. M was initially released in 1931 and depicts an incredibly forward-thinking, progressive portrayal of mental health struggles and the dangers of the eye for an eye mentality. Such a progressive and radical portrayal, while not likely easy to accept or digest in 1931, has cemented M as a cinematic classic. Peter Lorre plays Hans Beckert, the child serial killer. Lorre's distinctive facial features, how expressive Peter Lorre's eyes were, delivering a terrifying look of fear and a 1,000-yard stare so effortlessly, and his irritable, flustering demeanour in the performance contributes effectively to the haunting impression his character gives. From the first impression, the audience is likely to recognise something isn't quite right with Hans Beckert, which is confirmed when a sequence depicts Hans buying a young girl a balloon from a blind merchant before the balloon floats away, indicating the girl is no longer holding such an innocent object. The film confirms early on that this is our killer. With the intention to inform the locals, the tabloid newspapers report that anybody could be the killer, even the people most trusted or closest to the reader. While this could be true since nobody at this point of the film has any knowledge of the killer, it is irresponsible to print such fear-inducing articles when it influences members of the community to wildly accuse each other of crimes they had not committed, resulting in fights and harassment. This is very much the way M is delivering a cautionary warning, to avoid harassment and judgment without more understanding, a thematic sentiment expressed similar to Arthur Miller's The Crucible, a play centering on the accusations of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials. Although a child killer should clearly be taken off the streets, away from harming any more potential victims, accusing everybody of being guilty is not the way to solve this issue. Hans Beckert, the child killer, is clearly a mentally disturbed individual. His frantic behaviour and disturbing actions make him a dangerous person. He has united a community against him, fueling them with anger and hatred for his vile actions. Although it may be demanded that they wish to see blood for blood, M's conclusion finds a more intelligent solution. The film's conclusion reveals the depths of Hans' disturbed persona, a man steeped with trauma, guilt and remorse, revealed in a monologue at the film's conclusion which humanises a difficult character to humanise. Unable to control his own actions, he is a victim of his own mental health struggles. Instead of a trial against a community thirsty for his blood and blinded by rage, a community that seems to misunderstand that a ruling based on mental health concerns is not getting off guilt-free, it is settled that Hans receives a proper trial by the law. If he is to be sent to a hospital rather than a prison, then it would be deemed necessary. M portraying a fair sense of justice is admirable when it would be easier for Hans, a child killer, to be dealt with in a more violent manner at the hands of a furious community. From an emotional stance, it would not be easy to accept, but from a legal standpoint, it is the right thing to do. Blood for blood, an eye for an eye, doesn't always solve everything. The film serves as a cautionary warning that seeking a sense of vengeance can blind people. Hans is not innocent and he has committed horrendous actions, but it's clear that this community at the focus of M were likely very close themselves to committing regrettably violent actions. In conclusion, Fritz Lang's M is an incredibly progressive film in its portrayals of mental health struggles and its respect for the justice system. How seeking revenge under the mantra an eye for an eye can lead to more difficulties and concerns rather than actual solutions. By humanising a character which is incredibly challenging to humanise, revealing their mental health struggles and need for help, M also reveals the importance of providing mental health support and a need to not seek blood for blood.